On this episode, I'm going to share with you some top home design trends for 2020. Welcome everyone to this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios show. I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor. Hey, I really appreciate you guys tuning in here. Got some cool home design trends that I'd like to share with you. There was a great article on Realtor magazine about some of the top design trends that are in style right now. And these things, these things aren't going to just go away in 2021. I think that they're going to be around for a while. One of them was actually a trend in 2019 that was slowly going away, but now it's back. Very interesting. So I'm going to talk about that. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into this article here. Now, hey, if you can do me a favor, if you can go ahead, if you're not doing this already, follow me on social media. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on videos that I upload in between this show. This show gets uploaded every week, for those who don't know. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into this. Great article here. I want to share with you something now. Brass. I would have never thought that brass would be coming back, but it is. I personally don't think that brass has a long shelf life. The more you use it, for example, brass doorknobs, things like that, while they are great for keeping germs away due to the metal, they tend to just tarnish, along the way. So I'm not a big fan of brass, but brass is coming back, and brass is coming back in kitchens. That's the number one room where we are seeing brass come back. So pretty interesting. High contrast living rooms, not just plain Jane living rooms. You gotta have different types of colors, two-tone colors, as long as it's high contrast. In a past video, I talked about accent walls and how wallpaper is coming back for that. For example, where you see a staircase coming down and then they put that little patch of wall, they do wallpaper there. That's like a high contrast room. So high contrast living rooms are making a comeback. Here's the trend that was actually going away in 2019, and that was the home office. But obviously it's coming back. And the main reason is because right now we're in a pandemic. It's 2020, it's mid-August, and we're seeing a pandemic. We're seeing the coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, that's out there. A lot of people working from home. And so the home office, while in 2019 was becoming an afterthought, it's now making a comeback. And what we're seeing is more than one home office. We're seeing more than one dedicated area because a lot of husband and wives, partners are actually working out of their house. And so they want their own dedicated space, not just a laptop in the kitchen. So pretty interesting there that the home office is making a comeback. I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon because we are seeing that a lot of companies are actually thinking, hey, maybe we can have people work remotely. It's working out great. Maybe it's saving them money in terms of the company. It's definitely saving the employee, the worker, money, right? You save money on gas and buying lunch, whatever the case may be. So we talked about two-tone areas, right? Two-tone kitchens are making a comeback. Different types of styles. For example, a lighter cabinet color on top and a darker shade below. I love two-tone colors. I love colors that complement each other. You can take earth tones and match them up. You can do a light gray, dark gray, same with, brown, stuff like that. So two-tone kitchens are making a comeback. And I talked about this before, how kitchens are the heart of the home. They really are. That makes a big difference. Most trends start in the kitchen and then they go off into other areas. This one is pretty cool because I always thought personally that you had to have lighting fixtures match doorknobs, and certain things match each other, right? A light in the bathroom has to match a light in the hallway. But this isn't the case. One of the trends is switching up the fixtures, having, for example, an aged bronze kitchen chandelier and a satin nickel doorknob. changing up a little bit, not just having the same thing. Now, I still personally like and prefer nice themes, keeping everything, the same theme. But this is interesting how switching up fixtures can actually make a difference, and that's a trend right now for 2020. Here's another one: outdoor projects. My wife and I, we have done a lot of outdoor projects. We had an above ground pool installed and fixed up the yard. We planted a bunch of arbor, stuff like that. It doesn't surprise me that outdoor projects are trending. And I'll tell you why, because more and more people, again, this probably relates to the pandemic we're in, more and more people are spending time at home, and therefore they want a yard that is appealing. They want a yard that is fun to be in, entertaining. Maybe they have a few people over, right? Can't have large groups yet because of the state mandate, but maybe they want the pool. And patio furniture is going in a different direction. Used to be, and they still sell these, but it used to be that you just had a table, umbrella base, but now outdoor patio furniture is a huge interest, right? It's a huge trend right now. Dining room tables, outdoor couches, right? That they can weather the storm, the rain, whatever, even some of them even weather snow. But outdoor patio furniture is making a huge change, and I find that extremely interesting. Not surprising, but interesting. So I want to share with you another one here too. Again, I want to talk about the home office a little bit deeper here, because I think that this is extremely important as we are seeing more and more people work from home. So people, again, they're not just looking for a laptop in the kitchen. They want nice spaces that don't look like a messy office, but they want it functional. Maybe they have a printer, or yes, even a fax machine. Fax machines aren't quite dead, especially in the medical field. Fax machines are used daily. So they want a space that is dedicated for each person that works from home. We're seeing kids that are doing schoolwork virtual. They're gonna be starting back and not doing face-to-face. This is many of the areas that I see personally in my own area, is that students are not going back 100% to school, not even half and half. They're doing work from home. And so you have to have spaces that actually tailor those needs. I wouldn't be surprised if a finished basement becomes more valuable, just because people will be setting up things for the students, and or even entertaining. So these are just some of the home design trends. This is a great article. I'll actually put a link to this article in the comments below. I want to give them proper credit. It's really interesting to me to see how home design trends move around. I quite honestly thought, like the home design one, that was going away because people didn't want a home office in their house, right? They didn't want you guests to see, printer, fax, computer, all that fun stuff. And more and more people were buying laptops, but I guess that's not the case. So I hope you guys found this episode really valuable. I always invite you guys to share your comments, share your thoughts on the episode. What would you like to see change? What question do you have? What are your thoughts on home design trends? What do you like in a house? Because ultimately it's all about what you like in your own home. But I always say, though, as a realtor, keep in mind resale. If you're doing blue and orange walls, that's going to be harder to sell versus neutral colors. So I'm Jason Gelios, Michigan Realtor. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Oh, visit my website. It's allabouttherealestate.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks, guys, for watching this episode of the Ask Jason Gelios Show. Did you know that I also have a podcast? Go to where you love your podcasts, where you love to listen to those podcasts, right? Search Ask Jason Gelios Show, or you can search my name, Jason, Gelios, and be sure to subscribe. Take me on the road with you, right? You can hit audio. I add episodes all the time. Be sure to subscribe to my podcast. Thank you.